It's official. Koenigsegg has finally given us a new car. I am so happy right now, and we have to talk about this. It's been about 4 years since the Koenigsegg Jesko was released, with it first being shown to the masses in 2021, and later people being able to buy it in 22. So we've had this car for quite a while now, although it does feel like a short period of time. And in that 4-year window that we've had the Jesko and its other variants like the Attack and the Absolute, Koenigsegg has done nothing but shock and awe the masses with this car. Between the records this car holds and the way it handles on track and on the road, this car is nothing but a spectacle. And I honestly will confidently say that this is one of the greatest hypercars of all time. Not sure where on the list you would rank it, but it's definitely up there. But really, that's just what Koenigsegg does. They make something that is purely insane and incredible, and they give it to the public. They have done that for years. And their great shocks aren't just with the Jesko, but also with the Gemera. Like, the Gemera was teased to us 2 years ago and was officially released in 2024. And this is definitely the most expensive family car grocery getter ever. And for the people who don't know about the Gemera, you're probably looking at your screen and thinking like, what is this dude doing? What is he on? Let me tell y'all, this hypercar has 4 seats. And the back seats aren't just for decoration. This car can literally fit 4 fully grown men in it. And it's still pushing 2,300 horsepower with a V8. And the only reason why I'm mentioning the Gemera is because this is what Koenigsegg does. They make something that is incredibly fast and you wouldn't think of, and they shock the world. And now that they have officially retired the Jesko series, they apparently been working on a new project that has already shocked us. Now, across all their socials for the past few days, Koenigsegg has teased that something is gonna happen on the 25th. And at first, I honestly thought it would just be either a new Jesko variant or it was a new record they broke. But then they started posting little clips. They were just little 4-second teasers. But that made me start to think that it wasn't just gonna be another Jesko or a world record that they broke. They probably just cooked up a new car. And today was the day that they made the announcement of whatever they were gonna do. And oh my god, I would like to say to the masses that Koenigsegg has officially given us their new car, the Sadair Spear. And before I start, I just want to say, this dude Christian is so tough, sipping on that ghost coffee like he didn't just give us one of the craziest cars of the year. But before I start glazing him more, I'm gonna get back to the Sadair Spear. Now, I know what most people are thinking, that it's just another Jesko. Well, I would say you're about half right, because this is technically its own car. Koenigsegg said the Jesko program ended this year and this is the start of a new era. And I would say looking at the Sadair Spear is like looking at the Koenigsegg 1-to-1. Like how the Koenigsegg 1-to-1 is technically a variant of the Agera, but you can also look at it as its own car. And in that aspect, I would say that the Sadair Spear is similar to the 1-to-1.
By the Sadair Spear. Well, we're just finishing off the wonderful Jesko program track. So like the 1-to-1, which was an evolution of the Agera before it, but it really set a new performance level never seen before. We're expecting the same here from the Sadair Spear. It took something amazing and just pushed that limit a little bit further.
And let me just say, off rip, this car has already impressed me. You may be wondering why that is. Before they just show us the interior of the car, the exterior of the car, what they did to the car to make it what it is, they show us its performance capability. They don't just talk about it by telling us numbers and what it theoretically could do like other hypercar companies would. No, they literally show us its performance capability. And the way they showed us was by going to the Gotland Ring in Sweden, which is apparently the equivalent to the Nürburgring, and setting the fastest lap time there. That is insane. Setting a new lap record on a track, that's just phenomenal. And to do that off rip, to show us the performance capabilities of the car, that's just perfect marketing. And this is why I love Koenigsegg. They don't just talk about the performance, they show you what it is. So then there is no room for, oh, well, I thought it could do this, but it actually does this. No, you see this, it does this. But this car just keeps getting better. Because this monster of a car shares the same V8 engine as the Jesko. And while using 95 octane, so regular fuel, it will push 1300 horsepower. And if you were to switch to E85, which is ethanol, the Sadair Spear is going to push 1600 horsepower. These are numbers that make it seem like it is straight out of a movie. What are we talking about? 1600 at its top, 13 on regular fuel. What is this? And on top of that, they added more air ducts to increase the airflow of the car while reducing weight. And the car has 20% more downforce while reducing drag by about 15%. Numbers like this is what you generally would be hearing in Formula 1 when teams talk about the improvements they did to their cars. Maybe Ferrari should take notes from Koenigsegg and learn something. I'm just kidding. You already know that Ferrari is the greatest team of all time, and they're doing just great this year, as they do every year. Right? Right? Yeah. But in all seriousness, this is actually really impressive. And the car just keeps getting better. And the reason why I say that again is because now we're going to talk about the handling of the car. The one who got to test drive the Sadair Spear around the Gotland Ring said he was really impressed with the way the car handles, especially at high speed. He said the way that it is different than other cars in the same hypercar category is that it is really stable when cornering. And with the softer suspension kit, the drive, it's so smooth. And it is easy to turn. So easy that he said that you can even do it with one hand.
Layer and just go for it. You can see that bump? It just swallows it. You can basically do it with one hand and drive this car. It's so fucking stable. So stable.
They made it so your average billionaire who owns this car is able to go to a track and doesn't have to be Max Verstappen to drive it. They are actually going to be able to handle this car. Normally when an untrained professional tries to do this, they'll end up crashing. Like, I don't understand how Koenigsegg is able to do stuff like this and keep doing it. But what I do know is that their main goal is to keep improving. And I guess what they did with the handling and the suspension is an improvement, obviously. But you want to know what is crazy to me? After hearing about the horsepower, after it beating the Gotland Ring record, after hearing about the downforce that it is able to produce, after hearing about the handling that it is able to achieve at high speeds, in my mind that isn't even the craziest thing about this car. You want to know what the craziest thing about this car is? You know what? I can't even say it. I'm just gonna roll the clip.
So Sadair Spear is the most track-focused road car that we've ever built.
I'm not sure y'all heard that, so I'm gonna play it again.
So Sadair Spear is the most track-focused road car that we've ever built. Most track-focused road car, track-focused road car.
Y'all, I can't believe it. This car, the Sadair Spear, is road legal. And from what the test driver said, it's not only a great car to drive, it is also pretty comfortable to sit in. It has power steering, ABS, airbags, and it even has electric seats. And again, this is something you don't normally see in hypercars, let alone supercars for that matter. Normally you can't adjust the seat, but you will be able to adjust the steering wheel and maybe the pedal placement. But electric seats is just a luxury that doesn't normally come in with hypercars. This is just another example of Koenigsegg flipping the game on its head. Doing something that not only isn't expected, but taking the car industry to the next level. Now, if you had the money and were thinking of buying it, I would regret to inform you that you're already too late. And what I mean by that is, before Koenigsegg showed the Sadair Spear to the general public, they already showed this car to potential buyers, and they have now fully completed the order limit for this car. Now, as for what could compete with this car, it doesn't really have competition. And that's the case with Koenigsegg. They don't really have competition except when the fans put them up against the Bugattis. So you could say the Bugatti's all-new Tourbillon, which came out last year, is its competition. And I mean, that car is really cool. I actually did a video on it when it came out. It pushes about, 1700 horsepower at the maximum. The Tourbillon has all these cool new features that it can do. And you know what? With this W16 engine, it raises the question of the speed wars that Koenigsegg and Bugatti are most famous for. And since we haven't seen its top speed or what it's like on track, the Tourbillon is something we know basically everything and nothing about, which makes it interesting to what the future may hold for this car. And it may be able to continue the beloved speed wars between Koenigsegg and Bugatti. Anyway, going back to the Sadair Spear. This car is not only an amazing piece of art, but is also an amazing piece of engineering. What the Koenigsegg team has done with this car, what they have made, is something that honestly I didn't expect and I didn't think was possible. They basically have created a monster, but an even scarier monster than what they have done before. And we already should know that in the future they are going to show more about this car. It's probably going to break other track records. This demon will probably break speed records and surpass the Koenigsegg. I don't know what the future is going to hold, but this is something that I look forward to. And like Christian said, I do wonder what the future will bring. Everyone, this is the Sadair Spear. If you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, let me know what you guys think of the Sadair Spear, because like I was saying before, this car is honestly crazy. Also, I'll try to post more, I say that, but we'll just have to see what the future holds. And that's all I gotta say right now, because I'm tired, so I'm out. Peace.